Welcome to GOAT ATX. GOAT Talk ATX, episode 1 with the legendary Chad Goldwasser.
Yeah. That's
right. We got Lucky. We got Jeremy. They're going to be laying down the rhythm.
All right.
Right? And I know you love music.
Oh, I love music.
Oh, I've been to your home when you've had just musicians there.
You've been a rock and restyle.
Talk to us about that, man, your love and fascination with music.
Well,
Chad.
actually, it started when I was about 9 years old. I was infatuated with Duran Duran. And then in the school talent show, I was the lead singer. Simon Le Bon, anyone know Duran Duran? Yeah. And so I was on stage with my buddies, and we were lip syncing The Reflex. And it started early. And then when I was 14 years old, my father died. And a year after that, the Grateful Dead were playing at a place called Alpine Valley, Wisconsin. I lived in Minneapolis. And
Minnesota.
Minnesota. And Alpine Valley was 8 hours away in Wisconsin, and my mother said we could go see the Grateful Dead there, me and my buddy. And he was 16, I was 15. And then the week before, she said, no, you can't go. And we decided to steal his parents' truck and drive 8 hours to Alpine Valley, Wisconsin to see the Grateful Dead. So we did. And we got there, and it was like a circus. And we got in the mood, if you will, and we walked into that concert, and I was like blown away. And then Jerry Garcia, Bob Weir, Phil Lesh, Mickey Hart, Billy Kreutzmann, and Brent Midland came on stage and blew our minds for 3 hours, and I shut my eyes and danced and forgot about everything in my life that was challenging and my father passing away. And that's when I really realized music heals people, and that's why I developed such a passion for it.
Wow. I remember going to an event here in Austin, Texas. Earl Campbell was there.
Yeah.
It was at the hotel that's, what is it called? Anyway, it was a fundraiser event for UT Athletics.
Yeah.
TNT.
I had the Whiskey Sisters play.
TNT, that was your name of your production company, was producing that. Yeah. And I walked in, I said, and I'd already met you because we met at Goriski Middle School.
I know, I was telling some of that story.
Yep, our kids went to Goriski Middle School here in Austin, Texas. I was in there pitching a basketball event. You overheard it. You gave me your card, being Chad. And hey, dude.
Yeah.
Staying connected, and we stayed connected for over 12 years.
Yeah.
But I remember, man. I remember that event at down there, and I was like, this guy is bigger than life. This was 10 years ago, 11 years ago, and I knew it then that this guy right here is bigger than life. Now, this is what we're here to talk about, GOAT Talk ATX. We're here to break that down. Guys, keep coming. Yeah, you guys, listen, we got Lucky, we got Jay right here. We're going to just bring these guys are going to set the rhythm for GOAT Talk. GOAT, G-O-A-T, greatest of all time. That's what this is all about. And let me just kind of set the tone real quick here for greatest of all time. My handle is fan of greatness _ between fan and greatness. Is I that came to me almost 11 years ago when I first met you at Gloria's in the Domain, and I was dining by myself on a Sunday like today, and during a brunch, and my server, young man, he came up to me, and I was watching the NFL playoffs, Jacksonville and Buffalo. Like, who really freaking cares, right? At that time, 10 years ago. And he says, oh, man, I see you watching the game. Who you're rooting for? And I was like, neither team. And then he says, I can tell you're a fan of greatness. At that moment, 10 years ago, I didn't know what that meant, Chad.
Yeah.
But I knew he had said something profound. That you are a fan of greatness, because he was observing me watching the game, which I was rooting for neither team.
Yeah.
But why was I watching the game? And why did he say I was a fan of greatness? because I was waiting for a great moment to happen.
Mm.
That's why I was watching the game.
Yeah.
I was a fan of every human being that was on the field. And I know that you played football.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that you played that sport of, 11 on 11
Mm-hmm.
and the competition and the spirit and the life skills that we get from
Changed my
playing.
life.
Change your life. We're going to go into that. But I was watching that game because I'm a fan of greatness. And I just wanted to see a great moment happen. I wasn't rooting for Jacksonville, the city, or Buffalo, the city, because I'm from neither one of those cities.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to see a great moment happen.
Yeah.
I wanted to see a human being do something above and beyond, win a game, throw a pass, whatever it may be, happen. And that's where fan_of_greatness came about.
Love it.
And Chad, we are so honored.
We're fans of greatness, man. That's why you're here, obviously, right? Chad, I got to tell you something personal, man. I've been trying to get my real estate license.
No way.
It's been taking longer than I wanted to.
I get this all the time.
Yeah, exactly, right? But it's serious, and I was on Aceable Agent the other day.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there on the couch, and it's like, I'm going through the whole episode thing, and it's like, now welcoming, the guest to the program, Chad Goldwasser. And I was like, is this the Chad Goldwasser that Monty knows? So anyways, I just want to say from a personal standpoint, I'm honored to be in your presence. I mean,
thanks, man.
Real estate, especially in a city like this, I mean, obviously it's been really volatile the past few years and ups and downs like every industry, right? But to have someone like you that's been dominant for so long and passionate for, how long have you been doing it?
28 years, man, since I was 23. I'm 52 now.
It's unbelievable. So, one of the things...
It really is.
Yeah, and one of the things sorry, go ahead.
No. I was going to say what's unbelievable is that I still wake up every single day, extremely excited about life and passionate, I see a lot of people in this world, and they are not excited, not passionate about life, and that hurts my soul. That's one of the reasons I still go to the lengths I go to, and one of the reasons I have a mission that I'm on is because I think people need to revolutionize the way they think, and so yeah, thanks for saying that.
No, anytime. And if I may ask, and it's probably an answer that you don't have time to finish even within an hour, but for you personally, what drives that passion? And is it a when I look in the mirror thing, I want to be proud of myself? Is it for somebody else? Is it for an accomplishment thing? What is it?
I will tell you, I wrote this many years ago. This is something I learned from Gary Keller, but it's called My Why, Your Big Why. And Gary Keller told me a long time ago, he said, at a certain point, you're going to have enough money and you're going to have whatever you want, and you'll need a bigger why to keep pushing you forward. And I sat down, and he said, ask yourself why you're doing something, right? Why do you need to be number one in the world? Then why? Why?
That's huge.
And so I kept asking myself that question, and I wrote this on 8/8/2004. I write everything down, I laminate it, and I date it.
Wow.
And then I keep it in front of me and read it. And this is what I wrote. I'm doing what I'm doing because God gave me the tools and presented me with the opportunity to make a huge difference in this world. I have the ability to be the best at what I do because I understand it. I have a major passion for it. I'm a student of it, and I have absolute and utter belief in myself and my team. I want to positively impact the lives of everyone I touch, especially those whom I love the most. I want my children and all my family to have total freedom of choice to do what they want to do. I want to give back to those who love me, support me, and believe in me so that they may live a life they never thought possible. I want to create positive change as much as I can and make the world a better place. I will always strive to be the very best I can be. Most of all, I want my family to be proud of who I am. So that drives me.
We're done.
And listen,
it's unbelievable.
I've driven that into my heart and my soul and my mind,
That is who this guy is here, right here.
It's incredible.
I've worked with this guy right here for 7 straight years, side by side. The same cubicle. You know where my cubicle is at the BMW dealership. He sits right in the front row. He's a GOAT.
Yeah.
He is a GOAT. This show, and I told his beautiful wife who's here with us as well, that this show, this conversation, it's not even a show, it's just a conversation.
Yeah.
About the greatest of all time, desiring to be the greatest of all time, or having the accolades to even put yourself in that position to be even anointed as greatest of all times is Lucas Boyd. Because he carries the same type of DNA that you do, that I've seen you carry.
Yeah.
Every single day. Now listen,
I just haven't been greatest in the world yet, but
right, yeah. Now listen, and we want to dive into some of the struggles because I watched one of your social media feeds just the other day, this week.
Yeah.
Where you were talking about, I have fears just like you.
Oh yeah.
I watched that one too, Monty.
You did?
I did.
Tell us about that. Talk to us about that, man. Where were you going? Give us the behind the scenes, and guys, bring up the music, whatever you guys want to do. Play chords, whatever you want to do, though. But let Chad knows music, and he can flow. He's a rhythm guy, though, man. But talk to us. Where were you going with that, Chad?
Where was I going with what struggles I had?
Yep, struggles,
The
fears.
One of the huge challenges that, well, first of all, my father passing away when I was 14, challenge. Struggling with addiction, challenge. Utilizing those things to get over fears and worries and concerns that I had. Even when I got to number one in the world, in the real estate industry, I still had that fear and those concerns that I wasn't good enough, that I wasn't worthy, and that I wasn't adequate. And then I went through embezzlement, divorce, lost all my agents. There's been a lot, and it's still, I don't care where you're at in your life, like we still have those underlying fears, doubts, and worries,
Yeah.
So
I woke up with fears today.
Yeah.
Literally. Literally. I woke up with fears today of just everything stemming from yesterday and having to find my routine. Talk to us about your routine a little bit, Chad. What is your routine, man, to get through those fears and to get you into the Chad Goldwasser mindset?
I'll tell you this. When I got to number one in the world, I started speaking and teaching all over the country. And that is my huge passion, is to share ideas that I learned that changed my life. My routine, when I started speaking and teaching, people would ask me, what is it? What is it? And I would tell them massively positive freaking energy and an incredible attitude. And they would say, seriously, what is it? And I would tell them I can teach you anything about real estate, how to do an open house, how to lead generate, how to list a property. But if you don't get that, you will never reach your potential. And then I would teach them about my routine.
Yeah.
And my routine is 4:45 a.m., get up, get out of bed. I utilize a wake-up thought, and that wake-up thought is, it is an awesome day. I will positively impact the lives of everyone I touch today. That's the first thought I have trained myself to think. I am a Christian, and so I get on my knees and I pray. And then I go through my affirmations every single day. For 28 years, I've been utilizing affirmations, driving these thoughts into my mind.
Yeah.
Then I go over my why. I look at my business plan, and then the gym, exercise, all that stuff.
Here's a good question for you.
Yeah.
Talk to us about when your affirmations that you've been doing for 28 years have let you down.
There's never a time that these affirmations have let me down. I let myself down by not doing them. Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah. And I can tell you that there was a moment where I was really struggling, and my son called me. Aiden, he was 21 years old, or he was 20 at the time. Now he's 22. So this is about 3 years ago. And he called me on a Friday afternoon, and he was asking me how I was doing, and I was honest with him. I said, I'm struggling a bit. And he goes, Dad, He goes, remember when we were growing up and you had these laminated sheets of paper in your shower and above the visor in your car and at your office, and you would drive these fucking thoughts in your mind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you doing that?
Ooh.
And I was like, nope, I'll get on it. This is a true story. And 15 minutes later, I walked into a little process group that I was part of at the time. And the woman leading the process group, this is no shit, true story, walks up to me and she goes, hey, we're going to be talking about this today. And she hands me a sheet of paper. On the top of it, it said affirmations for life. And I was like,
Confirmation.
No
Confirmation.
way. Yeah.
Confirmation.
God? Yeah.
and I created my new affirmations. And so I, as part of my strategy, so affirmations have never let me down. What has let me down is me not going through them. But when I say to myself, I'm getting better and stronger every day, I love myself and I'm the best man that God created me to be. I am an amazing person. I act with courage and boldness in all my endeavors. I live my life with passion and 10 billion megawatt energy. I'm proud of who I am. I'm making a difference. I'm lovable and loving to others. When I'm saying that stuff and driving it into my unconscious mind, that never lets me down, Instead of walking, and this is why I think the world needs the message that a lot of people are sharing and that I share, and that is to revolutionize your thinking, and you can revolutionize your life. Because so many people walk around with fear, doubt, worry, anxiety, and depression, and there's suicide, and there's all this bullshit, and it's our thinking, and I don't just change my thoughts, I destroy the negative and I replace that with positive thinking. And therefore, when I'm walking around, and what I meant when I told people massively positive freaking energy and incredible attitude will change your life, what I meant was people are drawn to it. And when I walk into Goriski and there's a man there that I want to meet because he's talking about something cool, I reach out my hand and I shake it. I don't keep my head down. I look at people. I have a system. It's called the compliment. I compliment people on a regular basis because that starts a conversation, which then turns into a friendship that lasts 11 years.
Yeah. Easily.
And then people buy and sell real estate from me, and that's not my objective. My objective is to make a positive impact on people's lives. And, when I wake up in the morning and I say that to myself, I seek out to better people's lives just by having a conversation with me. That is my...
That's incredible.
That is my intention. And so people are drawn to that,
100%.
You become a magnet.
Mm.
A magnet for life and love and fun and passion, all those things,
Chad,
Yeah.
obviously you've got an incredible system in place, right?
Yeah.
How much would you say, do you think everyone has the capacity, if they develop a system for themselves, to, like you
Fuck
develop?
yes.
Yeah?
Excuse my language.
Everyone's got the capacity?
Everyone has the capacity. Here's the problem,
Yeah.
or here's the opportunity for people is I don't do this on Mondays and Fridays or when I'm not on vacation. I do it every fucking day of my life because this, and here, if you go home and you try this and you're like, I am the best at what I do. I lead, not follow. I believe in myself. You do it once, but how many times have you played drums? How long does it take you to get biceps when you go to the gym? Do you go to the gym and the first time you walk in, you do a set of curls and you have like...
Well, I do because I'm black and
Yeah,
I'm African American, and I have
was gonna
this
say,
genetic code
I feel
that's
pretty
just
good, Chad. I'm
that's
not
been
gonna lie.
breeded. I'm just saying, it's ridiculous. Go ahead.
But our mind is like one of the most important muscles, in my opinion, that we can exercise and make stronger. And most people don't. Most people allow the world to put thoughts in their head, and this world is full of challenging thinking and challenging stuff. And if you don't make a conscious effort to drive positive ideas into your mind, it won't work. So,
Is it safe to say you're a huge proponent of hard work beats talent, or do you believe there should be a combination of both?
Oh, there's totally. We all have talent, you know. God gave us all talent, but talent is never enough. You know?
Say that one more time.
Talent is never enough. I am super talented in some areas, but I work very hard to hone those skills, you know. Talent is never enough. If you have talent but you don't believe in yourself, you're never going to get where you're meant to go. If you don't practice, you know. I'm a speaker and a teacher, and I practice and hone those skills, you know, so that you can take an audience up, you can bring them down. You can utilize your vocal variety. You can utilize all kinds of different things to move and change an audience and to change their lives. So talent is never enough. You know, there's a lot of other things that go behind it. So,
are you a rhythm guy, Chad? Are you a rhythm?
Absolutely. Yeah, I am a rhythm guy.
Give us a rhythm, gents. Give us a rhythm, Jay. Jay, give us a rhythm on those chords there. Give Chad a rhythm, something that he can feel, something that he can vibe to. We got Chad Goldwasser here. Space ATX. Goat Talk. Talking about greatest of all times. A mission, a mindset, and a moment. Paint that picture for us, Jay. Yeah. Nice. Nice.
Love it.
This guy's a rhythm guy. He's a rhythm guy.
Yeah.
He's a rhythm guy.
All right, I got a question for these guys. Here is my favorite question to ask any human being. Who is your favorite band or performer in the galaxy, the planet, and the universe, and on planet Earth? Who is it?
Good
Favorite in the
question.
galaxy?
That is a beautiful question.
Who is
So
it?
the first musician that comes to my mind is a drummer. Is Steve Jordan, plays with John Mayer Trio and about a million other musicians.
I love John Mayer.
Ooh.
Yep. How about
you? John Mayer?
Yep.
He's
Yep.
playing at the Sphere right now with the Dead. My favorite band in the galaxy, the Grateful
The
Dead.
Grateful Dead.
Yeah.
You know, I've never gotten into the Grateful Dead. Maybe it's just like a generation. I mean, they're like a jam band, right?
Yeah. It's definitely like tomatoes to me. You know, it has to grow on you. You have to try it. You have to try them a few times.
Yeah.
And maybe some psychedelics. Oh shit! Don't tell anyone.
Yeah.
God.
Chad, I want to go back to something that's really, I want to.
Yeah.
I want to go back to something that you mentioned that's really top priority.
Yes.
You talked about addiction.
Yeah.
I know you're not afraid of it.
No.
I know you're not afraid to talk about it. I'm not afraid to talk about it because we're talking about, this is GOAT Talk, greatest of all time,
Yeah.
ATX. Good, bad, ugly, because we're here to uplift those that will see this and watch this and hear this and feel this.
Yeah.
We want to empower, to uplift,
Encourage.
encourage, inspire.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to us about addiction.
Yeah. Well, when I was 10 years old, my father was this massively charismatic, incredible businessman. And I remember the day he was arrested and they took him away because he had committed a white-collar crime. And he lost everything in a matter of, minutes and months. But at the time, everyone learned about that, heard about it at school, and that was incredibly challenging. And it was that moment, 10 years old, at a horse show in Iowa, where my brother offered me a beer, and I drank 2 beers, and I thought, wow, this changes the way I feel. And then I utilized that for almost 40 years of my life to change the way I felt when I didn't like the way I was feeling. And, I have been working on being a sober human being for over 10 years. When I met Tina in 2013, she said to me, she's like, I had just gone through a divorce, an embezzlement, all this stuff, and I was drinking on a regular basis, to kill those feelings. while you asked, have affirmations ever let you down? And the only time is when I get away from my light and away from my spirit. And when I get into, I lost my wife, I lost my business basically, and I thought I lost my dream. And so I utilized drinking to deal with that.
Wow.
And now to be sober and to be focused each day on helping others, I have to work on it every day though.
We all do, right?
I like to drink and I like to use drugs to change the way I feel. And
I concur.
So it's a daily effort and I love it.
If you were to describe your relationship with alcohol, because I have a relationship with alcohol, because I'm on Johnny Walker's right now.
Yeah.
I mean, right now. I started drinking at 9 a.m. when we walked up in this piece. You know what I mean? And, anyway, if you would describe your relationship with alcohol, describe it to us. Describe it to us.
Okay.
Because I got an artist here in the house.
Yeah.
I got an artist. He's in the sound. He's in the what does he call it? The engineering, sound engineering, wherever the hell that is behind the wall over there.
Yeah.
He's here and he's going to be kind of laying this down on canvas. But describe your relationship with alcohol, because I've seen you at your events where you have like 400 people packed out.
Yeah.
Venue, music, raising money for the
Capillary Food Bank.
the food bank, etc.
Sonic Guild.
Thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But what's your relationship with alcohol?
My relationship, like I said, when I was 10 years old, I started utilizing it. Then I started smoking weed, then taking psychedelics, and anything I could do to change the way I felt, or to change the embarrassment, the inadequacies, all the things that I felt about who I was. And then when I was building and growing to #1 in the world with KW, it was on and off. I would drink once in a while. I wouldn't say, I've seen different types of alcoholism. Mine is not a get wasted, fall down drunk, but alcohol causes challenges in my life, and I use it to change the way I feel when I don't like the way I feel. And so when I went through embezzlement, woman stole $500,000 from me in a 3-year period, didn't pay my payroll taxes, so I owed the government $300,000. That was October of 2009. January of 2010, my top agent left my company. I had 120 agents, and then stole half my agents to another company. And then in the midst of that, my wife told me, the woman I met when I was 11, started dating when I was 13, married when I was 23, had 3 children with, and built a company with, told me she didn't want to be married anymore. And that was tough. And so I went from getting up at 5 a.m., going through my mindset exercises, to waking up at 6 a.m., going to the pantry, slamming a glass of vodka, going out to the garage, smoking a cigarette, and, wanting to not be here anymore. So my relationship with alcohol is I use it to try to change the way I feel when I don't like the way I feel. And I don't want to do that anymore. I want to feel everything, and I want to have the best relationships, and I want to realize all of my potential. And I know that if I don't, stay connected to that sobriety, that I'll never reach that potential. And I have a mission, and I want to fulfill that. So
what was
Jay.
Yeah.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I was going to say, what was that turning point for you, or like that sense of enlightenment where you said, man, I can't do it anymore. I can't go to the bottle anymore. I can handle this on my own. I mean, what was that? Was it a moment that you remember vividly?
God. Yeah, I do. I remember so many of them. Mainly it was looking at my daughter in the eyes and lying to her.
Wow.
Whoa.
And realizing this is so fucked up. This is the person that inspires me more than anything, who I love with all my heart, all of my children. And even though I'm not feeling like I'm hurting them, and there's a disconnect. And I don't want a disconnect with any human being. I want to be connected. I want to be honest. And part of sobriety is rigorous honesty, and I didn't understand that until I got smacked in the fucking face with it one day. And I was like, yeah, I am not rigorously honest, and I want to be rigorously honest.
Jay, give
Amazing.
Chad something. He used the word feel.
Yeah.
You've heard a little bit of his story. Give him something he can feel from
Smooth
the
strong.
chord. Yeah. Give him something that he can feel, because feelings are important to Chad,
Yeah.
right?
Hell yeah.
Lucky, give him something that he can feel.
Man,
That last one.
after that last conversation, I need like 12 more drums back here to match that, man.
Give
And
him
then
something
if
he
I
can
can change
feel.
the mood just a tiny bit, Chad.
Do it.
So I did just a tiny bit of research on you
Yes.
prior to meeting you, right? I haven't had the pleasure of knowing you for 11 years. Something that's come up a lot with you, though, at least a word you use is legendary.
Oh, God,
So,
yes.
may I
Legendary.
ask-
We're doing a podcast.
That's
Legendary.
right.
That's
That's
my buddy
right.
Monty.
Legendary.
We're here.
Legendary.
So
Legendary.
why that word? What about it? Is it
Oh,
something
here,
you just,
I'll
yeah.
tell you the story.
Give it to
That
me, yeah.
same kid that said, Dad, remember when we were growing up? One of my best friends on the planet, Chad Goldwasser, he was 18, and we were in my car, and I was on the phone with a client, and he goes, I got off the phone, and he looks at me and goes, Dad, you're pretty good at what you do, aren't you? And I looked at him, I said, son, I never wanted to be good. I never wanted to be great. I wanted to be fucking legendary.
Damn.
The best there ever was, because what I do is important, and people are and here's what I mean by that. Like, people are putting their homes, their biggest asset, in the hands of people that have no fucking clue what they're doing.
Yeah. It's crazy.
And they're losing hundreds of thousands of dollars. And so I'm passionate about that. And like, I don't want to be a good speaker. I want to be legendary, the best, because what I'm teaching revolutionized my life, changed my life, and created the person you see right here. And so it's important to me that God gave me a mission and a passion and a message that I think needs to be shared around the world. And so how do you get to speak and teach around the globe? You become really, really, really fucking good at it. And then people will pay you to come and speak and teach, and that's the mission I'm on right now.
Legendary.
That's freaking badass. That calls for a little Texas shuffle. I think.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Come on, you know that feels good. You know that feels good. A little Texas shuffle, baby.
Yeah.
A little Texas shuffle. There you go, Lucky. There you go, Lucky. Let's go, Jay. There you go, Jay. Find that rhythm. We got Chad Goldwasser, Pure Gold Realty.
All right.
Legendary.
I don't know how long we got, but I want to share one other thing.
You share what you want. You share what you want to share, man. We're paying for all this. Don't worry about it.
Honestly, this is.
We're paying for all this. Don't worry about it, Chad. Just share.
No, I wanted to share this because when I teach now, here's the deal. I never thought I was a great father. And that was so important to me. And I used to brag about going and sleeping at my office and, all this stuff that in the end really doesn't matter. But who we are and who we become and why this stuff is important to me is because I thought I was not a good father. And in 2000 and 19, I got an email from a young man named Mason Goldwasser, my now 24-year-old son, and it was entitled College Essay. And who gets an email from their kid? Like, I've never gotten an email from my kid in my life.
That's right. That's true.
And I never sat my kids down and said, hey, you have to do this, you have to be positive. I never sat them down and tried to teach them because I knew they probably wouldn't listen. But I did tell them one thing every day when they went out of the house. I said, be a leader today, smile, encourage people, and love them. And that was it. But in this email from my son, Mason Goldwasser, entitled College Essay, he said, Dad, I wrote this answer to a college essay question, and I thought you should read it. And the question was, how do you feel you will impact the University of Texas, both inside and outside of the classroom? And his response was, I have infectious positive energy. For years, I've watched my father impact and influence the people around him with his positivity and his energy. By this time, I am bawling. I remember the moment vividly, but this is why I'm so passionate about this message. I'm so passionate about helping people change the way they think, because I used to say to myself, I will positively impact millions of people around the world, and the number doesn't matter anymore, and maybe it's not going to be me. Maybe it's going to be someone that I have impacted. Maybe it's going to be my son. But who we are and who we're becoming, and the routine and the consistency of the way that we think and impact those around us is important, not just for our pocketbooks, not just for ourselves, because I've had millions of dollars and I have lost millions of dollars to my ex-wives. And,
Alone.
true story. And,
Millions, that's plural.
He's like, I'm not kidding.
Not 1 million,
But-
millions.
and all the things I have chased after in my life, the biggest thing I chase after now is relationships with those kids, and that's the most rewarding thing I've ever chased after.
That
so.
is.
Do they all live here in Austin?
Yeah.
Mason lives in Dallas. I was just up there last night having dinner with him. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Aiden lives in Austin. He goes to UT. He's in Costa Rica right now. He called me about a year ago. He's built like a brick shit house, and he goes,
Yeah, he is.
Dad, do you want to start working out together? I'm like, let me check my schedule.
Yeah. I'm slammed. Yeah, no way.
And so
Yeah.
we work out pretty consistently together. He goes to UT. He has a power washing and window washing company. And my light of my life, my daughter Samantha, goes to Texas A&M. So,
Dude, that's awesome. Listen, Go Talk, ATX, mind, mission, and a moment. That's the GOAT. Mind, mission, and a moment. But before we get there, Chad, man, I have so many questions I want to ask you, but more along the lines of your profession, because you are a freaking GOAT in an industry in one of the hottest real estate markets in America.
Damn right.
we have fireworks.
Chad, talk, and this is where I'm going to pitch this over to Lucky, because he probably has at least 25 questions queued up for a GOAT like yourself in the real estate industry. And if you don't know, ladies and gentlemen, Austin, Texas is a blazing hot real estate market. In years past, it's cooled off right now, though, but it's not as cold as your market, okay? Let me just say that.
Yeah.
But Chad, talk to us a little bit about this Austin, Texas real estate market, as you have seen it and built it for 28 years.
Okay.
Yeah, it's huge.
About the market. So right now there's 12,454 homes on the market in Austin, Texas, and the Austin, Texas multiple listing service, which comparatively speaking, I've never seen that level of inventory. 4 months ago, it was over 15,000. I have never seen that amount of homes on the market. Compare that to last year at this time, 11,000 homes on the market. The year before that, 7,500 homes on the market. And in the blazing hot market where we were getting 20 offers on homes, there was 1,500 homes on the market. So we have 12,454 as of yesterday. Homes are still selling, but what I am telling my sellers and the market right now is, A, you better have an agent that knows how to kick ass for you, which some don't. And if I tell you to price your home at $5 million, you should probably tell me to price it at $4.5 million. And then get it in the best freaking condition you've ever had it in your life. Pay attention to the details, and don't slip up, because in this market, you don't want to do that. And the biggest mistake I see agents and sellers make is they will put their home on the market when it should be priced at $3 million at 3.5. Be like, well, let's just see what happens. What happens is their home sits on the market for 30 days. Then they drop it to 3.250, 3,250,000, and then another 30 days goes by and they haven't sold it. And now after 60 days, they say, Chad, fine, go to your price, $3 million. Now they've got 60 days on the market.
And no one's interested anymore, right?
Yeah. They lose all their momentum. And one of the things great agents do is they create momentum and they create upward positive pressure on pricing through strategies that, allow them to negotiate from a position of strength. And when you're sitting on the market, this is for you. You're learning real estate.
Yeah, I am, man.
When you are 60 days on the market, you have no negotiating strength. And I always want to negotiate from a position of strength for my clients. So when you're licensed, I'll teach you more of that.
Absolutely, man. I'm working on it. On the topic of real estate, real quick.
Yeah.
My wife and I have been lucky enough to own a couple condos, and we've since found out maybe the word investment in condo can sometimes be a little tricky.
Yeah.
I try to look at Zillow and Redfin and Realtor.com all the time, specifically in the Austin market. I'm looking at 78701 downtown, 78704 Bolden Creek, the specific zip codes. Bolden's amazing, right?
Yeah.
Specifically with condos, do you think the downtown Austin market could possibly one day transform into a Manhattan-esque market, or is it just impossible? We're way too small of a market compared to New York, and I'm specifically referencing even Rainey Street, where they're building 7 buildings. We've got
we have tons
of inventory.
There's massive inventory.
What do you foresee in your opinion?
I don't think we'll ever be a Manhattan type of a condo luxury type market. I think that there is always, and I've watched the downtown condo market for a long time, there has always been a lot of inventory, and they're building at a rapid rate. And Rainey Street in particular, the Rainey condos, I can't remember.
44 East, 70 Rainey.
70 Rainey. I sold one of the 70 Rainey condos in the $1.3 million range several years ago, and I look at that market all the time. We will never be like New York. It will always be less of a great investment to purchase a condo in the downtown market than it is to purchase a safer investment like a single family residential property in Circle C or in Bolden Creek or 78704. So that's my thought.
Start playing something super sad, because I still have a unit at 70
Give me something super sad there, Jay.
What's that one Elton John song? Sad songs. Sad songs say so much. Man.
Gotta keep that music just rolling, easing, oozing.
That sounds like a little Led Zeppelin there.
Chad, what drives your creativity?
What drives my creativity? Oh God, I love being creative. I don't know what drives.
That's a tough question.
I love writing. I wanted to be a rock star. If I could do anything on the planet, it would be to front a rock and roll band.
Well, damn it, we're gonna do that.
I was gonna. Hey,
listen, before we leave, we're gonna do that because Jay's gonna light those. He's gonna light those chords up. He's gonna knock the cover off that snare.
I'll give you the sticks. You give me your blade.
And we're gonna go to work, and you're gonna sing. You're gonna speak right into that mic. But go ahead.
What drives my creativity? So rock music. I love the creativity of writing. I've written 2 books. The first one I wrote in 2009. It's called Some Assembly Required, a networking guide for real estate. Then I wrote 7 Proven Keys to Unlock Your Potential, Restart, in 2019. I love writing. I love inspiring people. I love being inspired and, creating content for social media. Speaking is my art. Life is art to me. And it's this canvas, and we paint this picture for ourselves. What I do is paint pictures of the future in my life of what I want it to look like, and then I'll start creating through activities that I do on a regular basis. For instance, if I want to write 10 #1 New York Times best-selling books, that's the goal, that's the dream. Then I can, in 20 years, if I create a vision of that, what can I do today that will lead to that, right? I accomplish my biggest dreams by working daily on my littlest goals. So if I want to write 10 #1 New York Times best-selling books, what can I do today? I am writing for 20 minutes per day, creating.
Can you say that quote one more time?
I accomplish my biggest dreams by working daily on my littlest goals. That is a affirmation I've used for over 20 years.
Damn.
I accomplish my biggest. See, people think
Gold nuggets.
people think that success is this major happening. Success is getting up this morning, going through my mindset exercises, going to preview homes today, coming and being on this podcast. It is a combination of little things done consistently over time that all of a sudden people are going to be like, holy shit, he's an overnight success. And then they're going to look back at the 30 years that I've spent just kicking ass every day and working hard, One of those little things in real estate is I am writing 10 personal notes per week to my sphere of influence, people that I love, that I meet, people whose podcasts I'm on, just taking on Wednesdays from 9 till 10 a.m. That is my little goal, is to write 10 personal notes. Hey, Monty, that was so freaking fun being on your amazing podcast, GOAT. And I had such a blast, and I can't wait to see the finished product. And I love you with all my heart, brother. If you ever need to buy or sell a home, give me a call. Love, Chad.
Damn. That's freaking badass.
That's a little...
Here's one to take home with you. My daughter, last night, I come home,
Yeah.
and who's a creative and who follows you,
Uh,
right? My daughter,
Nice.
Mila,
yeah.
who's in real estate, just closed a few houses. She's
Yeah.
excited, full-time. That's all she
Good.
does is real estate. But she knows who Chad Goldwasser is, just like he knows who Chad Goldwasser is, because your name
It's crazy.
is synonymous with real estate in this city of Austin, Texas. But
By design.
by design. It was intentional. And she says, well, who are you interviewing? And I said, Chad Goldwasser. And she's doing some real estate manual at the time, sitting on the back patio
Yeah.
of my house and at the house. And she stops writing and she's like, how did you get a hold of Chad?
You're like, man, I text him all the
That
time.
was-
Yeah.
That was her next. She paused, looked at me. She's like, how did you get a hold of Chad?
I'm looking at this guy in my real estate agent course, and Monty's like, yeah, we're having him on Sunday. I was like, holy shit. This is awesome.
Chad, just so that you know that the work, your commitment, the sacrifice,
Mm-hmm.
the hills, the top of the mountain and down in the valleys
Mm-hmm.
that you've gone through for 28 years or more
Mm-hmm.
is legendary, brother.
Thank you.
And that's why you're here right now, brother. It's because you are legendary. And I know that when y'all watched your most recent social media posts of when you said, dude, he says, man, I got fears just like you.
Mm-hmm. Still.
I stopped watching it right then because
Yep.
I knew that you were going to come here. And I said, that's why I know
Yep.
that my brother is coming. And let me just share something from a spiritual sense.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when we went to Life Austin.
Yeah.
And we went to Life Austin, the church that I'm still a member of, Pastor Randy Phillips of Phillips, Craig, and Dean here at Life Austin. Just an amazing, amazing ministry. And Chad and I went, and we attended on a Sunday service. But I was more in observance of you than Randy. And here's why. Because you remember we sat front row.
Yeah.
Because that's the only place that I do sit.
Yeah.
But I
That's where I
watched
sit at concerts too.
Yeah.
But I watched
I don't
Chad.
sit, though.
He doesn't, yeah. I watched Chad as Pastor Randy spoke a message, but I watched your posture. You never sat back in the seat. You are always right on the edge. He had his pen ready. He was like on the edge of his seat. And he was taking notes like he was drinking water from a fountain after walking through the Mojave Desert. And he was just taking notes. And I'm sitting right next to him.
Yeah.
And I'm watching him. And let me say this to this day. For those that know me and have seen me, I never, ever sit anywhere in the church other than the front row. And I never let my back hit the back seat. And that's because of you, brother. Because I was so inspired by he was there not to go to church. You were there to get fed. Mm-hmm. You were there seeking something that was going to maybe get laminated and something that you were going to tell yourself repeatedly so that you could keep powering along, so that you can continue to sell and to continue to be a father, to be a husband, to be a man, to be a role model, to be all those things that you are to this city of Austin, Texas. You have done more than many will ever do in this city. You've hosted events. You have raised money. You have helped people sell their estates. You have counseled people. And Chad, you are worthy, brother. And I am here, and my crew right here, Lucky and Jay, we're here to just say thank you.
Thank you.
We're here to say thank you, Chad.
Yeah, thank you.
Your name, whenever I bring it up in the real estate circle in this city, hey, do you know Chad Goldwasser? Oh, yeah, I know Chad. And it's always supreme. It's always legendary. And we thank you, brother, for taking time, for driving back from DFW and making it here today and just sharing, man, with us. And sharing not just with us, but with the thousands and millions that will eventually see this broadcast.
Yeah, thank you.
What's next for Chad Goldwasser?
What's next? I am going to speak and teach around the globe. My vision and my mission right now, what I'm building is a speaking, teaching, online video course for agents, company. I want to continue to sell real estate, but I don't want to be 75 years old and be like, hey, Susie, you need to sell your home.
This one's got an elevator.
You put some drapes up over there.
I am most alive, I am most passionate, and I am most creative on stage when I'm speaking and teaching and helping change people's lives. That's my art. That is my purpose. That's my mission, is to help people around the globe to revolutionize the way they think, because people need it. You know, I had a good friend recently sit on his back patio in Circle C and then take his life. And it's our thinking. And I've been at that point, and I just want to continue. So speaking, teaching, writing books, creating content, doing podcasts with people, and helping people to change the way they think so they can change their lives. That's what's next.
How can someone stay in contact with you?
They can reach out. They can follow me on Instagram, chad.goldwasser. It is a beautiful little picture. Maybe you can put the little link in there or whatever, but chad.goldwasser on Instagram. And if you ever need help buying or selling real estate anywhere on the planet, 512-750-8333. And if you're an agent out there and you need guidance and coaching, I have a coaching and teaching business as well. So
yeah, you do.
Man, I can't say thank you enough. I mean, I feel like the most maybe a misconception people have is that oh man, look at that successful person. They have no worries.
Oh God.
Look at them. They've got the millions of dollars. They've got the public speaking skills that are just incredible. They're up there in front of all these people. They're changing lives. They're passionate for their kids. They're influential. And I feel like your vulnerability and your opening up to us today, not only is it admirable and courageous, and we're grateful for that, but the fact that someone like you in one of the biggest real estate markets in America can still struggle with things that normal human beings do. And the fact that most of us just look at people like you. If I saw you on the street corner, or if I saw you at an event, I'd be like, I want to be like that guy. Because then I'd have no worries, right?
And
But
you're a good-looking guy too, Chad.
dang it,
Listen,
Chad.
we're both Lucas
God
and I.
dang it.
We're both married, but you're
Damn
a
it.
damn good-looking guy, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Single too.
how much do you want for that jacket, man? I'm about to
You like
try
that
to offer
jacket?
to buy that jacket.
Oh shit.
No,
too
but
much.
man, thank you so much.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
man, it's refreshing to say
Thank
the
you.
least.
I appreciate it. I've had a blast.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what you taste for alcohol, but I got like $300. I got $300 worth of alcohol.
Trying to
right
break
over
my
there, though, man. If you wanna-
sobriety. Let's get
You know what I mean?
fucked up.
It's not an official green room, but Jay's gonna lay down a little something. He's gonna play a little tune for us. Go ahead, Jay. Let him taste that. Ooh, take us out. Yeah, we got the legendary Chad Goldwasser. Make sure you find him on social media. Look him up.
Hire me to come speak.
Hire him to come speak. I've
We'll
heard
rip
him
the roof
speak.
off.
He will light a fire in the room. He will raise the elevation. He will suck the gravity out of the room. The guy is electric. He is real. He's touchable. And he's solid. He's solid as a rock because he's proven. He's proven himself to himself that he can go to sleep and wake up and continue to move forward. And that's what we all are commissioned to do, is to go to sleep and wake up and to move forward.
Yeah.
And to have that and to find that excitement or the greatness. Again, greatness is in every human being. Our Creator, God Almighty, doesn't cheat any of us of greatness. It's in you, but you are responsible for delivering that greatness. And this is what this man right here, Chad Goldwasser, as he made himself vulnerable to you and to us as well, to say, hey, listen, I have my challenges, but I also have my routines,
Systems.
my systems that I can teach you. If you call me and hire me and pay me a lot of money, and if you call him and you see him on this show, you need to send us the commission. Let us know first so he can hit us on a referral. You know what I'm saying? I'm just joking. Hire this guy. He's got a real story. This is Austin, Texas, baby. This is how we do it. Plain and simple. Chad Goldwasser, Pure Gold Realty. Hey, is Pure Gold Realty still
Pure Gold Realty, brokered by EXP now.
brokered by EXP? That is it.
Woo! That was fun.